So we're processing these chicken feathers that I've been drying them out for a couple of weeks now in borax. A friend of mine that's a chicken farmer gave them to me. And with the price of them these days, you know, it's pretty helpful. It's pretty helpful to be able to get these for free, basically, because they just throw them away when they process the chickens. They don't know what to do with them. And so I'm very grateful that he and I just happened to have a conversation about it one day, and I said, boy, anything with color, save it. So I've got this big old baggie of white loose, just from regular old white chickens, and I stuck them in here and forgot about them for a couple days, and boy, they got pretty skanky. They still had a lot of blood and moisture in them. So I dumped a bunch of borax in here and just closed the bag up, threw it in my blue bucket, and now they're good. And these are really good tying feathers. I mean, there's some good, there's some that aren't so good and some that are excellent. You just got to kind of pick through them, but they're just good white feathers. I've been using them on some of my streamers, and nothing super big that I can find yet, but there may be some more that I haven't seen. But you know, these are okay. These will work right there. That'll work. Yeah. So what I did with these is I put them in this baggie. I mean, I put them in a little cheesecloth bag, and I took some Amazing Awesome. You can get it at Dollar General real cheap. And I mixed up a little of that and some water, and I took that bag and I just dipped it down in there like I was washing it. And that was to kind of get trying to get them white, because when you first get them, they're not quite white because they're dirty birds. So you can still see there's probably a little chicken shit on there and all kinds of stuff. But after I did that, they came out pretty nice and white. Some of them are fairly straight, some of them aren't, but I haven't seen too many feathers that are perfect. So that's what I did there. Then they gave me all these other necks. This is where this was a neck. So I cleaned it, picked as much of the meaty stuff off as I could. You can see there's still a bunch on there. I just couldn't get hold of it. It was so slippery. Once I got all that off, it got as clean as I could. I put it down in my bucket here, put borax on it, and I left it in there for a couple weeks. And now I have, I'll put that back in there, some really, really nice feathers to pick from, because I'm gonna tie a bunch of crawdad patterns up. This is the right color that I like and the right type of feather. So, you know, all things considered, I'll take free feathers anytime I can get them at what they cost. So here's one I've just been cleaning up. What I'm doing is I'm taking and I'm picking through them, and see there's still a bunch of meat on this one. So I might try and get some of that off a little bit. Now you guys, I know that some of you might be laughing at me right now. I've never done this before, so if you've got some advice for me, I'd love to hear it. Not that I'm going to be doing this a whole lot more, because I don't think I could use all these in a lifetime, but look at all these colors. They're just beautiful. That's just one chicken. So when I pull them out of that bucket, I'm taking my wife's comb and I'm combing them out, kind of combing them sideways to sort of break them up, because they're a little sticky in there. Just kind of do the best I can to separate them. And then I'm taking, this is my little brush, my little brush I use for when I'm fly tying. So and just brushing them out, trying to get as much of that stuff out of there as I can. And man, I'll tell you, great colors. I'm looking at really nice feathers for claws like that one. Really beautiful feathers. Really beautiful stuff. Now these two little batches right here will last me about 15 years. This one's, you can just see how gunked up he is. He's awful. Awful looking. But we're gonna fix it. First thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this right here. And I'm gonna cut off this part so that I have a nice, you can see all the soapy stuff is still in there. So first we're gonna probably, if I'd done this right to begin with, I might not have to do all this work, but I don't really care. This may be how they do it at the factory. I have no idea. And since I don't have any hair, I need a little more practice combing it. We're going to just kind of if anybody watching this is going up to the Fly Fish and Brew Festival in McKinney, Texas, February weekend of the 20, I think 24th, 25th, or 25th, 26th, whatever that weekend is. Come up, say hi to me. Give me any advice you want. I'm always open. There's some nice feathers right there. Let's kind of brush out. Boy, that's nice. Nice little pad of feathers right there, guys. That's really, really beautiful. There's some old stray ones in there, but that's all right. Well, that's ugly. See if we can salvage some of it. You know, I like keeping the suppliers and everybody in business, giving them the business. They need it. We all do. But times are getting kind of tough for everybody, including me. And as I've gotten older, I've become a lot more self-sufficient doing things. I don't think those, I think what we'll do there is we'll just kind of get rid of that part. And that's just ugly. In fact, I think that's pretty good right there's about all I'm gonna get out of that one. Well, there's a few in here. I still don't like that whole half. I think that little patch right there will do it. That's all we're going to get out of that. Whew, that's ugly. Let's try this first. Yeah, that's not so bad. I think there's some real good feathers in there. You have to pick through them when you use them. Good color though. Some of them are just got all this junk in them. That little bit we're going to just cut off of there. Yeah, like it. All right. Well, that's what I do on a rainy day. Give me a call if you want to go fishing. 469-446-8508. That's at Lake Fork, Texas. Flyfish Fork is my website. Alex at Flyfish Fork is my email. And please like, subscribe, share, whatever. Leave a comment. I try to get back to them as quick as I can. Sometimes I don't know they're there, but when I find them, I comment, and I don't care if it's 2 years later. Have a good day.